All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions. Taking about 7 yards deep. Oh, able to avoid him. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
On first down, it's Marshall. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Now Marshall. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, it's Marshall, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
I'll go special! I'll go special! Hey, alert, 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 alert! Alert, 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 alert!
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Tomlinson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
On the ball. Nice.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Ready, ready. You can't do so. Alpha.
I got you. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Here we go. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4".
He'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. TJ Green with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Check 56. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. A little juke. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Move, 15.
56. Hey,
One pass.
On 2nd down now, it's Marshall. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
56 right there, 56.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
56. You're trapped. Listen. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Run left.
Get that ball.
Now Wilson on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. This is Marshall, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Let's go.
Zebra. Mark that. One fluff. Green,
On 3rd down, Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
Max 50. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Check 24. Kill. Back.
From the gun, they give to Tomlinson. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Seahawks 10, Chiefs nothing.
50, plant. You better be afraid of Pilot, 64, weak.
Check safety, check safety.
Hey, box truck, box truck. Speed grip, speed grip.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Completes it to Hardman. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Five. General West.
And this is Tomlinson. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up. They're going to look to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Johnson was the intended receiver. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 15. After the interception, here's Wilson. He's got a man. That's Marshall. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing is Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Marshall, the intended receiver.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, Tomlinson. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from the 20 as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. They were looking for Marshall that time, and that'll bring up second down. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On second down, here's Penny. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that.
And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Check 56. Here we go. Here we go.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. This is Jennings. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Check 56. Hey, watch the slant. Check 2.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. This time Wilson will throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Hey, high 7. Go.
They'll run on first down. Tomlinson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Ready, break. Hey, 2.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. 50, 50. Mike 50. Target, 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 target.
Second and 13. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? From the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
Ready?
Looking to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Second down in inches. Complete. It's Johnson. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Brings up second and 4 at the 8-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Tomlinson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Tomlinson. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 13. To throw is Wilson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Wilson now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Looking deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now it's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
I'm ready.
Mike 50.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
2nd and 9 now. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Go, go.
They'll try and pick it up with Tomlinson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Team 6.
Mike 50. Mike 50. Ricky. This is the Mike.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that's caught by Smith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go now. 60 or.
Coming to you. Check 31. Spons. No. Check. Crunch.
Hey, lock it.
On 2nd down now, Tomlinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Given 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll run. Tomlinson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Tomlinson. And he's going to build his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl, as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Boy, they after, right down the middle. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Four down.
See, we got motion. Back up. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Go.
And here's Marshall. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll toss it to Penny. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now a give right side. Marshall. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. What a Super Bowl this has been, and the biggest play comes now. It's 4th down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And Zerline's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. Field kick in Super Bowl history, but he stepped up, knocked it through just like it was a Tuesday practice in July.
And if it's not the most pressure-filled, it's certainly right among them. A title on the line, and he comes through. Nails.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation? And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. They were looking for Johnson that time.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
What? 380.
Right there, 54 Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl. And their remarkable season ends in their